Question 14. How does calculate result in context transition? Answer. When in row context it transitions to filter context. The filter on the rows of a specific table propagates through the relationship to the related before the calculation is completed. For example, calculate some other table column in a calculated column. It extends or modifies an existing filter context. By adding a filter as its second parameter, calculate always introduces filter context. Question 15. What is the difference between max and max functions in DAX? Answer. The max function takes as an argument a column that contains numeric values. If the column contains no numbers, max returns a blank. If you want to evaluate values that are not numbers, use the max function. Question 16. How are row contexts created? Answer. 1. Automatically in a calculated column. 2. Programmatically by using iterators. Question 17. How are filter contexts created? Answer. 1. Automatically by using fields on rows, columns, slicers, and filters. 2. Programmatically by using calculate. Question 18. How can you propagate row context through relationships? Answer. Propagation happens manually by using related and related table. These functions need to be used on the correct side of a one-to-many relationship. Related on the many side, related table on the one side. Question 19. How does summarizer columns relate to filtering? Answer. 1. Summarizer columns is not susceptible for outer, external filters. In contrast to summarize. 2. You can add a filter. For example, using filter as a param of summarize columns and it will filter accordingly. It acts as if you've added a filter in a pivot table. Question 20. What is the initial filter context? Answer. The initial filter context comes from 4 areas of a pivot table. 1. Rows. 2. Columns. 3. Filters. 4. Slicers. It is the standard filtering coming from a pivot table before any possible modifications from DAX formulas using calculate. Question 21. Why don't you use a calculate in the aggregation expression of a summarizer column? Answer. The calculate is automatically generated. Question 22. What is the difference between having a measure as a second filter param and having the original measure expression as a param.filter table? Measure versus filter table. Sum. Answer. A measure has always implicit filter context, so the row context induced by the filter is transferred to filter context in the measure./br/ in case of the expression only. No filter context is imposed on the expression, so the expression is evaluated with an empty filter context. This gives a different result. Question 23. DAX nested functions is equivalent to SQL what? Answer. SQL subqueries.